Okay, so what I would like to do now is to include a new type of post onto the website, and it's a 3D animation. And so what I'm going to do is just show you what the end result will be. So you'll notice that this post here has 3D animation as a tag. So far there are actually just 3 that are posted, and I would like to use this particular one as an example. So let me just click on it. So as all the other posts, excuse me, all the other posts that we've done, it has title, it has some text, description. Now this one there's a window here that's actually an embedded application from another website. It's called 3D Warehouse. So what we're going to be doing is embedding these images or these animation files into the website. It's all perfectly legitimate. And then we also have some instructions here about if the user actually wants to download the animation, the actual what's called a SketchUp file. There's a program called SketchUp that is used to design something like AutoCAD. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that. But anyway, it's a light version like that, allows people to design stuff pretty quickly. And then some other information here that if they want to actually use the file, you need to have the SketchUp application, and there's a link here that takes you to the website to do the download. So that's an overview. When you click on the actual image, it activates the animation system, and it loads up in the background the information necessary to do the animation, and then you can manipulate the image like so. And if you're a woodworker, you would be able to examine all the details to see if you want to build this thing. Exactly how do you go about doing that? So that's the end result of what we want to get. Okay, for each post. Now we're going to do several of these. So what I would like to do now is to go into the edit mode and show you behind the scenes how we put this one together. So let me go to edit. Okay, so a lot of this is going to be familiar to you already. So we need to have a title, we need to have some text down here. Now this particular bit of text is going to be common to all the posts. So every post is going to have this one. Click on the image below to initiate the 3D animation engine. This is going to be always there. Alright. This window here is where we have to embed the code for the animation, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. And then click here to download the SketchUp file. This is going to be a link. If the person wants to download the file for this project, there's going to be a link for that. And then this piece of information here, again, this is going to be common to all posts, all these 3D posts. If you need to install the SketchUp application, you'll have to click on this link in here. So you need to include this in every post, just like we're going to include this in every post. Okay, so those are the main ingredients on that side. On the category side, we're going to tick off 3D animation, premium, and SketchUp. Those will be the 3 categories will be ticked off. Tags, well, you've been recently introduced to tags. So we're going to need to add some tags. In this case, I did dresser, I think. Yeah, dresser, SketchUp. Those are two tags that we use. I think dresser alone would have been fine. And then we need to include a featured image, just like we've been doing all along. So those are the elements. So let us try to do one as an example so you can go through the actual steps. Okay, so this is the website that we're going to get all the information we need. The SketchUp file, the animation file, the image, the description, the title, etc. So what we're interested in are woodworking projects. So in the search bar, I'm going to type woodworking projects. And so it's going to give us a list of woodworking projects we can look at. Now there's the dresser that we had just now. So of course we're going to skip that one. So let's go to the next one over. Oh, before I go into that, you don't have to do all of these. Some of those are a little bit, some are just too complicated and they will take a long time to load and animate, so you're going to ignore those. And some of them are exploded diagrams, like this one here. I don't want that. Let me see. You have this one here that I'm not sure what that is, or even this one. So we're looking like for complete projects, a complete finished item that a woodworker can look at and understand, hey, this is how this is built and this is how it's made up. Let me for example, this wine rack looks pretty simple. Let me quickly show you that. So right, so I mean this is a very simple project, but it allows someone to just turn it around and get their heads around how this is built. So this is the kind of thing we're looking for. Not too complicated, but it's a complete thing that someone can easily understand. Okay, let's go back. Alright, so let's see, we're going to do the second one, mission piano bench. Okay, so we're gonna need the title as usual, so we can copy that to our notepad, or if you want to copy it directly to WordPress, you can do that as well. I usually like to copy it to notepad first just to make sure everything is alright. Then the text information. I think you should read the end of this a little bit sometimes, because it must be stuff that you want to leave out. Sometimes there's stuff here that, but anyhow, the text information should be a description of what the project is and nothing else. Sometimes there's promotional information here, like go to this website or stuff like that. This one's alright. Yeah, so I mean, at least we want to give credit to people who put this stuff up. So yeah, so you copy this off again to Notepad. So those are two items you got. So we've got the title and the description. Then on the image itself, if you go to this window here, you will see, well, you will see some selections. But first of all, if you right click, you can download the image. So I've already done that, right? So I have a copy of the image. And then you can use that as your featured image later on. Okay, so that's the image. So you already have that. So those would be the three elements. Then we need to go to the right and click on this tool here. And this is what is going to give you the animation file. And what we want to do is we want to click on Embed and 3D Viewer. and it's going to give you this code, which is an iframe, which we're going to embed into the post. So we copy that again. We copy that to here to our notepad. Okay, and then I believe the final thing you're going to need is now you click on download and always use the latest version. So you'll have several files here, but it should say SketchUp 2017 or 2016 or 2015, whichever is the latest version. And again, you copy the link address and take that over to your notepad. You're going to use that information later on. Okay, so this link here will download that file onto the person's computer. Okay, all right. So I think we have all the things we need. We have the title, we have the image, we have the description, we have the animation embed file, we have the download link as well. So let's take that information now and go over to WordPress and do this post. Okay, so we go to new post as we normally do, and then we're going to be grabbing hold of the information we just gathered. Then the description. I'll leave a couple of spaces. Then we will do the embed, the iframe embed. Now, here's where it gets a little interesting. To do the embed, we need to go from visual to text. Okay, so after you put a couple of spaces, you're going to see these two symbols. You leave those in place and you paste iframe embed in there. So if you go back to visual, you're going to get this. We want this to be centered. So you click the center function. Now there's a little change we need to make here as well. This iframe, you notice it has width is 580, height is 326. We want to change that to 640 width, and height is 360. Now there are two locations where that is, so we change both of them. So 640 and 360. Everything else remains the same. All that means is we get a little bigger image on screen. Okay, so there we go. All right, so if you remember from our last example, we want to have some text at the bottom to tell the person to click on this image. So let's just do that. Let's do that. All right, so click on the image below to initiate the 3D animation engine. You can leave it in normal text. I had it in bold, but That's fine. And so that's there. Then the next one will be click here to download the SketchUp file to your computer, something like that. And then the last one will be click here to download and install SketchUp to your computer. All right. So for this one here, click here to download the SketchUp file to your computer. What we're going to do is we're going to create a URL for this. We're going to take the URL that we had. So we go back to information that we copied. So this is the file itself. If you want to, if the person wants to download that. And so you highlight the text and you go to your toolbar and you select insert edit link, and then down here click on the gear and then you paste the URL. Also you click open link in new tab, so that means that it's not going to close down WordPress to do this, and then say add link. Okay, and then let's just do the click here part of it. So we need to send them to a link, and this is the SketchUp link. So I'll give you this information in the email. So this one here will be click here to download and install SketchUp to your computer. So we just do the click here, insert the link, just like before. Okay, so that's done. So that will give you that information. We may have to add some spaces to these things afterwards, but we'll see how it looks. Okay, on the categories, as mentioned, it's going to be 3D animation. Now, you're going to have to pick which one as before, indoor, outdoor, shop. This is a bench, looks like an outdoor bench. So, do that. And it's also SketchUp. Alright, so that's fine. Tags, piano, bench. Okay, so bench, let's do bench. And that is a tag. If you want, you could add piano as well. You could also do them separated by commas. So I could have done piano, comma, bench if I wanted, or whatever else. And then we're going to select featured image. And as usual, we go to upload and we find where the file is. Okay, so there it is, and we set featured image, and so let's see how that looks. Let's publish that and see how it looks. So let's repost. Okay, so not too shabby. So it's 3D animation. Now you notice it has already tagged. It has added some tags for us, which is good. So there's a plugin here that automatically looks for additional tags, and it will add them to it. So this is cool. All right, and then well here this will work. Yep, just like it did on the on the other websites, the same site. And this is the link to click here to download SketchUp file. Takes you to, right, sorry, actually does the download. It did a download there, right, which it already did. And click here to download and install SketchUp will take you to this website, which is also fine. Okay, so everything is in place. Looks good. We could have had some spaces, but I think this is okay. I just like to have a little space at the end, so we could probably just give it a little breathing room afterwards. So usually I like to put a couple of spaces afterwards. Let's update that and see how that looks. Let's do that post. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay. What I've found happens is WordPress seems to remove some of those unused spaces. So we're actually gonna have to force it to put some spaces. So under the text section, I would put 2 break commands. It's BR like that. BR with the greater than, less than signs tags. So that will include 2 line spaces. Let's see if it took that. Let's view the post. Okay, I think we got some space, a little space there. All right, so that's it. So that's basically what I would need you to do. So again, as I said, you need to have, the title, description, the embedded animation, this stuff here, the categories, the tags, and the featured image. All right, we just go back to the warehouse website. So you can do a few of these. So like I said, stuff like this you can skip. This is a nice one. A chair, another bench. All these are very simple projects that you could do. Not sure about this one. I'm not sure about this one. Anything that looks kind of odd or so, just don't bother. This might be useful. This is a workshop tool. It's called a router. So let's look at that one. That might be useful. Yeah, we can use that. It's not exactly a project, but it's something that we can use. Let's see how it works. And if you're not sure, just send me an email and we'll try and work it out. Yeah, it's simple. It's not exactly useful to a woodworker because they already know what this is. But anyway, so it's going to be more actual woodworking projects that they can use in a practical way. Stool, plant stand, bench, yeah, all this is good stuff. Birdhouse. You got a wine rack, footstool. All these are really cool stuff. Now we're gonna have to work out how many of these you're gonna do for us. I mean, as many as we can. I'm aiming for like 100. But let's see how much work is involved. You can try it out and let me know, and then we can come up with a price to do 100 of these. Okay, so that's it for now, and we'll keep in touch.